unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play? Or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Hey, check that.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
He finds his man complete. It's Perez. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll try and throw for it here. Buying time to his... And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. York able to send this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Racing to the end zone, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he returns this to the 22. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
down.
You don't
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be close to another first down. In fact, he has a first down on a gain of 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Goodwin. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
How come we can't make a simple ass goal, guys? And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Goodwin. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Get the fuck out of here, man. What the fuck is
Here's the
here?
tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Goodwin. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Cowboys! Danny Gray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And a Washington offense heading out. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now they can't bring him down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Davidson. And this pass caught by Gray. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Complete. This is Mitchell. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. He finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them.
Oh, come on, man. Y'all motherfuckers, man. This is some bullshit.
At their own 44-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards and moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. That's bullshit.
Down on the play to the 37. 58 yards rushing for him now to
He
this
just
point.
pushed that shit that far out.
2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Throwing left sideline complete. It's pass. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And this time he's in for a Washington touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Goodwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Off play action. Davidson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Davidson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
He's quick that shit. He's still fucking quick.
First down, but this type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Oh, shit.
We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run on first down. It's Goodwin down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down now, it's Goodwin. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. On third down, Davidson. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing on first down. Davidson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in the stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Reload!
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now, during that run, an injury here.
Okay,
We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Shot alert, shot alert, alert.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And we talk so much.